How's it going, Starseekers? My name's Gotcake, and in this review we're going to be taking a look at Ghost Grab 3000, an arcade high score chaser where you attempt to chain as many ghosts together as you can before blowing them up to earn points, all the while navigating through the bullet hell that the ghosts throw your way. So Ghost Grab 3000 is the second of solo developer Matt Glanville's games, which will be releasing next month on Switch. The other game is Singled Out, which I've also reviewed, and you'll find a link to the review at the end of this video and in the video's description. So hitting the main menu, we can first take a look at the options. Here we find some audio and language settings and are able to redefine our controller by selecting controller style. Back at the main menu we can check out the extras menu, which contains a list of achievements that we can earn through playing the game, and we can also see who worked on the game in its credits. Before beginning a game, the how to play menu shows us the game's controls and teaches us the game's basic mechanics via handy dandy images, which are also pretty cute, and I'll cover all of these mechanics shortly. Hitting the play button takes us to a new menu where first we get to select a level. These are basically what determines the difficulty of the game, and to begin with we can only play on easy mode. We need to reach wave 5 in easy to unlock normal difficulty and wave 7 in normal to unlock hard difficulty. Now I'll cover the leaderboards and robot shop shortly, but for now we can jump into our first game. So as we begin we see our hero appear, who looks like a floating Mega Man head with a magnet strapped to his face. The game announces wave 1 and ghosts begin to spawn in. Now we automatically target the nearest ghost indicated by the blue surrounding it, and we can press B to latch onto it, and pressing B again will make it explode. Some ghosts drop items when they're destroyed, such as additional EMPs or batteries, and here a coin dropped which can be spent in the robot shop. Now destroying ghosts cost energy, and if we run out of energy we won't be able to detonate anymore. Our energy bar is shown on the left of the screen and it slowly regenerates on its own. Collecting batteries restores some energy, and any enemy projectiles that hit our beam will also provide some additional energy. So as we can see, it's inefficient to destroy single ghosts, so instead we can link them together. After grappling our first ghost, a beam will be formed between us and the ghost. Additional ghosts will be chained as they cross the beam, and we can detonate multiple chained ghosts at once. Each wave requires us to destroy a specific number of ghosts, and the remaining number of ghosts is seen in the bottom right. The bar beside this number displays it visually, with the red portion being the number vanquished, the blue being how many we currently have chained, and the grey being the remaining 3 ghosts. Once we've chained our final ghost, we'll be notified and we can detonate the remaining ghosts to complete the wave. Following this, we get to select one of 3 power-ups that appear, and here I selected a movement speed up power-up. There are several power-ups in the game which include EMP range up, beam width up, health restoration, and additional nukes. So in order to score a large number of points in a wave, you need to link as many ghosts as possible before detonating them. Each time you link a ghost, it'll increase your chain multiplier seen at the top of the screen, and each ghost is worth a specific number of points, which will be multiplied by the chain multiplier. If you manage to link every ghost in a wave and detonate them, then you're rewarded with a full wave bonus granting you additional points. Now your health is shown in the top left corner and you begin with 3 hearts. You'll take 1 heart's worth of damage if either you collide with a ghost or are hit by one of the projectiles. So Ghost Grab 3000 is a game of risk vs reward, as more ghosts on screen means more projectiles to dodge, and you have to use all the tools at your disposal to keep your chain going and avoid damage. The first of these tools is the EMP, and our current number of EMPs can be seen as a number next to the lightning bolt beside our health. Pressing the A button will use an EMP, destroying any projectiles in its blast radius and knocking back ghosts, temporarily stunning them. Collecting EMP power-ups will increase its blast radius. Our second and most important tool is our boost ability, and it's something that you're going to want to master if you want to score big. Pressing and holding Y will boost our movement speed, making us immune to damage and allowing us to knock back and stun ghosts. However, boosting will drain our energy, and our beam will also be disabled whilst we boost. Our final tool is the nuke, and our number of available nukes is seen next to our EMP count. Pressing X will detonate a nuke, and after a short delay this will destroy all enemies and projectiles on screen. So this covers the general gameplay loop of Ghost Grab 3000. We work our way through the waves, chaining together as many ghosts as we can before detonating them to score big points. With each wave comes an increased number of ghosts, and additional types of ghosts with different projectile patterns are introduced. When we lose all 3 lives, it's game over, and our score will be tallied up and will be placed on the leaderboards. The leaderboards can be accessed from the play menu, and there are 3 of them. These are personal, friends, and global leaderboards. Now the coins that we collect in game can be spent in the robot shop. When we first begin, the majority of mods will be locked and we need to earn specific high scores to unlock them. Each mod costs a certain number of coins to unlock, indicated by the number beneath them, and mods fall into 3 different categories. There are cores, which affect our health and movement speed, batteries, which affect our maximum battery, recharge rate, and beam or detonate cost, and auxiliary mods, which affect our grab range, stun chance when boosting, and nukes. And we can mix and match these mods to find a perfect build to suit our playstyle. Now the game's normal and hard modes increase both the number and rate at which additional ghosts spawn and how frequently they fire projectiles. Each difficulty also introduces additional harder enemies not found in lower difficulties, and there are separate leaderboards for both normal and hard modes. So I think I've covered everything the game has to offer. So how did I find my experience with Ghost Grab 3000? Well, if I'm honest, I personally found it to be one of the best arcade experiences I've had in a while. I didn't think the visuals were spectacular, but each ghost type was unique enough to bring their own challenge to the mix. On the surface, the game's mechanics are simple, but the real skill lies in knowing how to plan ahead to link ghosts efficiently. The beam always forms from the latest ghost in the chain, and being able to predict and manipulate your beam as it transfers between ghosts goes a long way to hitting those high scores. Knowing when and how best to use your tools is also important, and repositioning with the boost ability is key to success. Now there were a couple of issues I encountered with the game. Firstly, I occasionally experienced some slight frame rate issues, but these were brief enough that they didn't spoil the game. I don't think that the rotating 3D background helps matters. For me it didn't contribute anything of value to the game, and I would have much preferred a static background. The other issue was that the screen got incredibly busy at times, and I sometimes lost track of my unlinked ghosts amongst all the projectiles and linked ghosts. I think drawing the unlinked ghost sprites above the other sprites would be a way to alleviate this. Other than these 2 things though, I didn't have any other qualms. So now we come to rating the game. Now I rate games between 1 and 5 stars, with the shovelware stamp of approval awarded to only the worst of games. This rating is based on my own personal opinion on what a game has to offer in terms of gameplay and value for money to potential buyers. And for a rating I'd give Ghost Grab 3000 4 out of 5 stars. It's a solid arcade title with addictive gameplay and some well designed gameplay mechanics which are easy to learn but difficult to master. With its multiple leaderboards, I think this is one that high score chasers will enjoy, but Ghost Grab 3000 also works well as a time filler game. Now the game's due to release on Switch on the 3rd of July 2020, but you can pre-order it now from the UK Switch eStore with 10% off for £3.59 or from the US eStore for $4.49. Alternatively, the game's also available on Steam. And that's it for this review of Ghost Grab 3000. Hit that like button if it helped you out, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on it in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to be notified of future Switch indie game reviews uploaded every few days. For now though, I just want to say thanks once again for watching, and until next time, game on.